Level 1. The intern. You don't start in the courtroom, you start in the back. File rooms, dust, paper cuts, names you don't recognize. But you notice something strange. The files don't look like normal cases. Too many dismissals, too many missing pieces, too many lost witnesses. You ask your supervisor. He smiles. Some clients require precision. You nod. You don't understand yet, but you want to. Level 2. The associate. You get your first real assignment. A low-level guy. Weapons charge, open and shut, except it doesn't close. Because you learn something. The law isn't about truth, it's about leverage. You find a procedural error, tiny, insignificant. You push it. Hard. The case collapses. Your client walks. Outside the courthouse, a black car idles. A man inside nods at you. That's the first time you feel it. You're not just practicing law, you're being watched. Level 3. The invitation. You're invited to dinner, not asked. Invited. Private room, dim lighting. No phones. 3 men. Quiet, measured. One of them finally speaks. You're good. You say nothing. You understand how things work. Pause. We protect our own. Another pause. Then, we need someone who understands both sides. You hesitate. Just for a second. Then nod. Because you already know. Saying no isn't really an option. Level 4. The system. You're introduced to it, not formally, gradually. 1 client becomes 3. 3 becomes 10, different names, different businesses, but the same patterns. You start to see it. 5 families, separate but connected, competing, but balanced. And your role? Maintain that balance. Through contracts, through silence, through pressure, through law. Level 5, the first real test. A problem arises. 1 family moves too aggressively, encroaches, small at first, then not. Tensions rise, meetings happen. You're in the room now, not speaking, listening, watching, because your job isn't to argue. It's to translate chaos into structure. You draft an agreement, territory lines, revenue splits, enforcement clauses. It's not legal, not officially, but it works because everyone signs. And for the first time, you feel power. Level 6, the raid. 6:12 a.m. Your phone explodes, search warrants, multiple locations, simultaneous. You turn on the news, names you recognize, faces you've defended, being led away in handcuffs. You move fast. Call judges. Call contacts. Call favors. You suppress evidence. Delay proceedings. Discredit witnesses. You don't stop. Because if one falls, the structure weakens. And if the structure weakens, everything collapses. Level 7. The moral line. A case lands on your desk. Different. Heavier. Violence. Not business. Not strategy. Personal. You read the details. Close the file. Sit back. Because this one isn't easy to justify. You meet the client. He doesn't deny it. Doesn't explain. Just says, "I'm protected, right?" You hesitate. Longer this time. Because this isn't about the system anymore. It's about you. Level 8. The rationalization. You take the case. Of course you do. You tell yourself, if I don't, someone else will. If I step back, I lose everything. If the system breaks, it gets worse. So you build the defense. You dismantle the prosecution. You reshape the narrative, and in court, you win. Again. But this time, there's no satisfaction, just silence. Level 9. The fracture. Tensions rise again, but this time, they don't settle. One family refuses the agreement. Another retaliates, quietly. Then, not so quietly. You're called in. Emergency meeting, voices raised, accusations, threats. For the first time, you see it clearly. The system isn't stable, it's fragile, held together by people like you, and people like you can only hold so much. Level 10, the pressure. You're approached, not by a family, by the other side. Federal, calm, prepared. They lay it out. They know who you are, what you do, who you protect. They offer a deal, information. In exchange for immunity, you don't respond. But the seed is planted. Because now, there's another option. Level 11, the isolation. You pull back, slightly. Take fewer calls, delay meetings, think. For the first time in years, you think about consequences, about impact, about everything you've enabled. You look around your office, the suits, the awards, the silence, and realize you built a life inside a system that only works if you keep it alive. Level 12, the breaking point. Violence escalates. Public now, messy, uncontrolled. The balance is gone, and suddenly, your work isn't containing it anymore. It's enabling it. You see it, clear as day. The system you protected isn't protecting anything. Level 13, the decision. You sit alone. File in front of you, contacts on both sides. Two paths: stay, protect, continue, or break, expose, end it. There's no clean outcome, no safe choice, only consequence. Level 14, the choice. You make the call. We don't hear what you say, we don't see who you choose, only the aftermath. Raids, arrests, headlines, names falling, structure collapsing, or silence. Stability restored. Nothing changes. Everything continues. In the end, being the lawyer for the 5 families was never about the law. It was about balance, power, control, and the quiet illusion that you could manage it. But systems like that don't survive because they're strong. They survive because people like you keep choosing to hold them together.